This is a $5 chicken. It costs Costco about $7 to make. They sell 157 million of them a year. On purpose. Run the math, and Costco burns somewhere between $30 and $40 million a year on chicken. And the price hasn't moved since 2009. Gas doubled. Rent doubled. Eggs went completely insane. The chicken, $4.99. Frozen in time. Companies don't lose $40 million a year by accident. When they do it for 15 years straight, it's not a mistake. It's a strategy. And once you see what this chicken is actually for, you'll never trust a good deal again. Case file number 2. Let's open it. Exhibit 1. The price itself. To understand how weird $4.99 is, you need to know how Costco thinks about prices. In 1985, Costco started selling a hot dog and a soda for $1.50. 40 years later, it is still $1.50. When one executive suggested finally raising it, Costco's founder, Jim Singal, told him, and this is a real quote, "If you raise the price of the effing hot dog, I will kill you. Figure it out." So when bird flu hit in 2015, and every supermarket in America quietly raised their chicken prices, Costco didn't. When inflation went vertical in 2022, and their own executives admitted the chicken was losing money, they didn't. And then they did something no grocery chain had ever done. In 2019, Costco built its own chicken factory. $450 million. Their own farms, their own hatchery, their own processing lines in Fremont, Nebraska, pushing out 2 million birds a week. They vertically integrated an entire poultry industry to avoid raising one price by $1. Nobody does that to sell you dinner. Which means the chicken isn't dinner. It's bait. For what? That's Exhibit 2. Walk into any Costco on the planet and try to buy just the chicken. The rotisserie counter is always at the very back of the warehouse. To reach it, you walk past the TVs, the jewelry, the $12 giant teddy bear, the aisle of things you didn't know existed and suddenly need. Costco stores famously have almost no signs. They want you lost. Retail people call this a loss leader. You eat a loss on one product to pull people in. You came for a $5 bird. You leave $200 lighter. And for most stores, that would be the whole story. Cheap chicken in the back, expensive card at the register. Case closed. Except here isn't. Because if you actually open Costco's books, the chicken, the maize, even that $200 cart, none of it is where the money is. The money is sitting on one line most people never read. And it changes what this company is. Costco fiscal year 2025. Total profit, $8.1 billion. Now look at this line. Membership fees, over $5 billion. That is not money from selling anything. That's money 81 million people pay every year for permission to walk in the door. It's most of the company's profit, and unlike groceries, it costs Costco almost nothing. No trucks. No shelves. No chicken feed. Just a card and a renewal. And the renewal rate in the US and Canada, 92%. So here's what Costco actually is. It's not a store that happens to sell memberships. It's a subscription business that runs a warehouse as a perk. The warehouse is the marketing department. And the chicken is the ad. Once you see the subscription, every weird Costco decision snaps into place. Exhibit 3. Costco caps its own markups at roughly 14%. Regular supermarkets take 25, 40, sometimes double. Why? Because fat margins would make your membership feel worthless. They spend basically zero on advertising. No TV spots, no billboards. Walmart spends billions a year on ads. Costco spends it on keeping the hot dog at $1.50. And then there's the part sitting in your cart right now. Kirkland Signature. Costco's own brand, the paper towels, the batteries, the vodka, the olive oil. 30 years old, and today it is roughly a third of everything Costco sells. A third. Most retailers would kill for 10%. And here's the trick. Because Costco owns the brand, there's no other company's margin stacked on top. They can undercut the name brand sitting on the same shelf and still make money. Every time you notice that the Kirkland version is cheaper and somehow just as good, the machine has done its job. Not the sale, the renewal. And if the $5 billion subscription wasn't enough, they built a more expensive one. The executive membership, $130 a year, and it pays you back 2% of what you spend. Read that again. They charge you double the normal fee, and then reward you for spending more inside their own warehouse. It sounds like a gift. It's a loyalty loop with a price tag. The more you buy, the more locked in you get, and the more obvious the renewal becomes. Now the $40 million chicken loss stops looking crazy and starts looking cheap. Because every one of those 157 million chickens does one job. It answers the only question that matters to this company. Is my membership worth renewing? With a yes. $30 to $40 million a year to keep a $5 billion subscription machine renewing at 92%. That's not a loss. That's the best marketing deal in retail history. But a fair investigation reads the whole file. 3 things they'd rather skip. 1. After the Nebraska plan, some analysts think the chicken is close to break-even now. Costco has never published the real number, so the loss is partly legend they're happy to keep alive. 2. That price is paid somewhere. Costco has faced class action lawsuits from shareholders and animal welfare groups, alleging the birds, bred heavy, grown fast, pay for that $4.99 in ways the price tag doesn't show. And 3, the model only works while you keep paying. In 2024, membership fees went up. The chicken stayed at $4.99 because the chicken was never where they charge you. There is no free chicken. You pay for it once a year at the membership desk, whether you buy the bird or not. So here's the verdict on case file number 2. Whenever a deal looks impossible, you're asking the wrong question. Don't ask how is this so cheap. Ask what is this deal doing for the company. At Costco, the $5 chicken keeps 81 million subscriptions renewing on autopilot. The product was never on the shelf. The product is you coming back. And if you think that's sneaky, next case, I'm opening an airline that makes more money selling frequent flyer points than flying planes. The flights might be the loss leader. That file opens next week. If there's a company you want investigated, drop it in the comments. I read all of them. Case closed.